What up? What up? It's your boy Chaotic One. And yo, did Snoop really have something to do with Tupac's death? Suge Knight just dropped a bombshell on us. Let's get into it right here, right now.
Suge, happy to have you back, my man.
Man, I ain't with nowhere. I'm closer than you think.
Yeah, man, I had to run it back. I mean, the people rock with you, so, it was only right, man. So I gotta ask you, because over the years, man, there's been a lot of confusion. When Tupac got shot in Vegas, was Snoop at the hospital?
So Snoop didn't go nowhere near the hospital. So when it happened, as you know, for some strange reason, but now we know the real reason, Snoop did not attend the fight with us or the club, the after party at Club 662. And what's so crazy about that, we thought it was strange that he wasn't there. This is the first one he did attend. And according to Warren G and everybody else, now we know why he didn't. But to get straight to the point was this. I was at my house in Vegas, and I started calling Snoop, telling him, hey, what's up? You know? Like, it's something wrong with this situation. Pac in the hospital, come holler at him, come check on him. So he drove down, and I was at the house waiting on him. And Tupac's mother was at my house. So we back by the pool, and in the pool area is like two big guest houses. So as when Snoop come up, and there's other people out there, we walk in the back to talk. As we start talking, I said, I'm on him. Like, man, why you ain't here? You should have been at the hospital. And then Tupac's mother was there, the Fanny. She was like, yeah, I know you should want to see him. He told her, he was like, well, look, Tupac hates me right now. He mad at me. He hates me. So I feel bad, and that's why I didn't go up there. And Tupac's mother said, well, look, Pac was mad at me, too, for a few things I'd rather not swear, for some stealing shit, she said, right? But, we all do that with our mothers. So she said, well, he was mad at me, too, but that's my son. I'm there. And if he hates you, you still supposed to go do the right thing and go visit him, right? So as we start talking, Snoop just start crying and fell down and start throwing up, like literally throwing up, right? So we looking at him like, damn, what happened to this dude? So once he get up and explain to him, and we didn't think nothing weird. We just thought he really emotional right now and he throwing up, So when he got himself together, we were still talking to him. Pac's mother says, it's going to be all right. He said, look.
Before we get all the way deep into this, it just amazes me that over these last few years, Snoop has been on the forefront of telling a lot of lies. I don't know if Suge capping right now because we know how Suge get down, but I'm just saying in other situations, there's been a lot of people that's been saying Snoop has been, fabricating stories, straight out lying about stories, and it sounded like it's happening right here. But let's continue.
Boo Boo is pregnant. That's Shantae, Snoop's wife. By the way, that's the homegirl. She good people. So he told both of us that Boo Boo's pregnant. If it's gonna be a boy, he gonna name him Tupac after Tupac. She had a boy, and they named him Cordell. That's Snoop's last son with her. So I don't know where you get all the extras from, but they had a conversation at the hospital and all that. That's absolutely not true. Say less, if you know what I mean. But instead of just saying less, since I've been in here, Snoop and other people been having people trying to bail the guy out, Keefy D, because he talking too much. Raising them trying to do stuff for Puffy because they say he talking too much. They even had somebody talk to me and say, hey, you can help him get free. I said, look, I don't have nothing to do with none of that, and I'm not leaving prison to go to nobody county jail. To the point they were saying, well, you can't leave and sacrifice a little bit in the county jail to stop that black man from getting life? Hell the fuck no. I ain't wishing bad on him at all because I don't want to see nobody go to prison. And like I told you last time, since I find out more details about certain things, I probably would go to the Vegas County Jail if me and Keefy D with Sellies. We have a good conversation after I give him, six upside his head, another six in his body, and another two. But yeah, that's definitely didn't happen with Snoop didn't go to the hospital. That's a lie.
I want
Dang, so I I don't know. I don't recall nobody. I think Danny Boy even said Snoop didn't go to the hospital. Somebody else. I've seen several people who said Snoop wasn't at the hospital, but Snoop is adamant that he was at the hospital and that he talked to Afeni while there. But from Suge's recollection, he's talked to Afeni, but at his house, at Suge's house in Vegas. But let's continue.
to make sure I'm hearing you correctly. You said that Snoop he trying to bail Keefy D out of prison.
Well, this is the thing. First of all, you gotta understand, him, Puffy, Ray J, all those dudes, they got Puffy ties. And apparently Keefy D telling it all. You know what I mean? And the more he talked, the more they'll get hurt about the situation. And you know, it's always a sad situation when we allow everybody to get into these events of wars or whatever you want to call it, because we all lose. Sometimes people lose their freedom, sometimes people lose their life, but it's bad for business and it's terrible for the culture. You know, me personally, I take full responsibility of any actions I did, regardless if it was great things or bad things. And we got to learn that we should all be able to be friends and get along and be able to be allies and respect each other. But we don't supposed to let a person come from a whole nother coast and start a war in the city that's not going to end up well. And what I mean by that, my opinion, it happened twice. When you listen to James' interview and he's saying how, James lived in the South Side neighborhood. He said how Puffy was coming over there throwing money around to have Tupac killed and have me killed. He played his part in the situation because he never said nothing to nobody. So his involvement. So, and you don't got to take my words, take his own words. So that played a role in changing the culture of hip hop. And I also feel that Puffy he didn't do it on purpose, but some of the things he did took another great rapper from the West Coast from us, which is Nip. I mean, Nip was just doing fine. He was doing stuff for his community. He was doing stuff with his homies. He was doing great things as an artist. And what I love about Nip, that Nip, YG, man, those dudes was real brothers. Even though they represent two different colors, they was real brothers. And that was a real proud moment to witness that. And the reason why I blame Puffy for that, because once Puffy started messing with Nip, one, like I say, it's my opinion, going by what everybody else say, Puffy the one got these dudes on hardcore drugs. Everybody smoke a little weed, have a little drink, but he was introducing these guys to different type of level of drugs. He was going around doing videos and saying, he the big homie of LA. He run those dudes. Like I said, I wasn't there personally, so I just can't say it. This is my opinion. So when you start doing those things, that creates a lot of jealousy. That creates in-house stuff. Not saying they had something to do with Nip, so I ain't on that page. I'm just saying, whatever the case may be. So we got to fix that.
Yeah, man. So there you have it. Now, he didn't really blatantly say it out of his mouth, but I know what he's insinuating towards, Snoop telling different stories. You know what I mean? I've heard several different instances too. And on our podcast, me and my partner Zilla, we was having a back and forth debate over the whole situation, and I told him and introduced the theory of what if Snoop played a part in it, and then I gave him the breakdown because what I have been doing is I have been researching certain videos like Choke No Joke and different people and listening to the stories and trying to put something together to go off of. And there was a big divide in death row. There was the red side and there was the blue side. The blue side, from what I understand, was being mostly managed by Suge Knight's ex-wife, which it's a whole breakdown. I have to do another video and break down the whole situation. But they saying that Snoop had the chirp phones, the Nextels or whatever, and he supposedly heard them say "got him," and that's what Warren G said out of his mouth. I seen that interview. And then, why is Snoop changing his stories? We all know that he did have beef with Tupac before he left this earth. Pac wasn't rocking with him, and Pac said he was a traitor. And a lot of the moves that Snoop has been making, man, I like him as an artist. Don't get me wrong. I'm never gonna take that away from his craft, but just how he been moving lately as a person just been really questionable for me, and I was telling my partner, I introduced the theory of Snoop having something to do with Pac being off because of the fact that I think he ended up getting jealous of Pac, you know, and then like just telling these different stories and different instances of being with Pac, which he didn't have to. We all know that he was in his presence all the time. It's just crazy to me. Um, and we still at the end of the day trying to figure out. Now, Puffy is the bigger source for me, but as we all know, Snoop and Puff did get really close lately. And I'm still going to tell you guys that on the Snoop Dogg new album, I think it's the song with him, 50 Cent, and Eminem. Snoop Dogg says in his verse, "You seen what happened to the last nigga that tried to fuck with my proceeds." Now, to me, I know it sounds just like a lyric, but if you a lyricist like I am, I love lyrics. I know lyrics. I'm a rhymer myself. If you know lyricism, to me, that just telling you, look what happened to the last dude that tried to mess with my proceeds. You see what I'm saying? Like he was having an issue with the whole death row thing, and then coming across. I even heard he lied about Pac coming to death row, telling he told Suge to bring him there, but then Suge said that it was Tupac's wife that was hitting him up all the time. So I don't know, man. Suge has been in a lot of, I mean, not Suge, but Snoop has been in a lot of questionable situations. But even Suge, though, we can't sleep on Suge. He done some questionable things too. And behind bars, is he really just telling his truth now, or is he lying? I don't see why he would lie with 27 years. I think he just can finally tell his truth. But I don't know what y'all think, man. Let's talk about it in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? What is your take on the whole situation? Do you think that Snoop ended up being jealous of Tupac? Do you think that he played a part or could have possibly played a part or a role in the demise of Tupac? I know that they was on two different pages. Snoop really wanted to mess with Puff now, and Pac didn't. You know what I mean? But what's your thoughts on it? Let's talk about it. Leave your comments down in the comment section, and I will get back and interact with each and every one of you guys. Let's do it for the team one time. This your boy Chaotic One. This is the KMHP TV YouTube channel. And today we talked about Suge Knight revealing some things about Snoop, always telling them false stories. But until the next video, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, join the family, KMHP. We over here doing what we do. And make sure y'all cop that merch. The link is in the description. I'ma holla at y'all. Peace.